might look like he is catching an Uber, but actually he is. And we have a monument of 4 very important figures in Orthodoxy. He was choosing between 3 main religions: Islam, Judaism and Orthodoxy. During 1930s, all churches were destroyed and priests were killed because there was no religion in communistic system. But French writer came to Moscow to meet with Stalin, and he convinced him not to destroy this church because Hi, it's BlondeKyiv, and it's my playlist called Walking Tour in Kyiv. This is my 7th video in this series. I want to show you the best of my beautiful city. So, without further ado, let's begin! Here we are, not far from Maidan Nezalezhnosti and Chrestiatic Street. My previous video were about the street. And now we are in a park, Volodymirdka girka. Let's continue our tour. Here you can see a monument of Volodymyr. He baptized our country in the 10th century. So since then the main religion of our country is Chiristian Orthodox. So, why exactly Chiristian Orthodox but not something else? According to the legend, he saw how Ukrainian people lived and how they enjoy lard and homemade vodka sometimes. So, he realized it's the best choice. And another version, which I believe is not true, he was choosing between 3 main religions: Islam, Judaism and Orthodoxy. So, our biggest and the most powerful neighbor was Byzantine Empire. And their religion was Orthodoxy. So in order to make a political connection with this country, Volodymyr chose Orthodoxy as our main religion. And I forgot to mention that before Orthodoxy we were pagans. I love these places because of the nice view of the river Dnieper and Truhanib Island. I mentioned prior that Kyiv is a very hilly city, and soon we will go and see our churches. And I show you a vehicle that will help you to ascend and ascend the hills of Kyiv. This is our funicular. It has been working since 1900 and connected upper and lower part of the city. One ride cost 8 hryvnia. Let me show you a nice place with a nice view.
Now we are at Michael's Square, and here you can see Michael's Cathedral.
Look at this cathedral. You can see it's pretty new, because it's only 21 years old. The original one was built in the 12th century and was destroyed by the Soviet regime.
They wanted to build a government administrative center in place of the cathedral. However, they only managed to build one building, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Ukraine, and the rest of the plan was unfinished.
What's unique about this cathedral? That it was the first cathedral which has golden domes, and it's a nice opportunity to get introduced to Orthodoxy.
Here you can see the memorial of Femen, which I would like to tell you more of in my next videos.
We are now on the St. Michael's Square, named after the cathedral I was just explaining about, and we have a monument of 4 very important figures in Orthodoxy. Here is Epistle Andrew. It might look like he is sketching an Uber, but actually he is forecasting the foundation of Christian city Kyiv.
Here you can see a woman, who is Princess Olga. She was an important political figure in Kyivan Rus, who was baptized in Orthodoxy, while the rest of the empire was pagan. And here you see Cyril and Methodius, who are inventors of the alphabet we use now. Their idea was to translate the Bible, so all the Slavic people could read it.
That's why they are also considered as saints in Orthodoxy. Sofia Cathedral is the only one building which remained here for 1000 years.
The grandiose ensemble of St. Sofia Cathedral was built by Prince Yaroslav the Wise in the 11th century. St. Sofia is famous for its outstanding mosaics and frescoes which dated back to the 11th century. It's one of the few UNESCO heritages.
Yaroslav the Wise was famous for his investment into education all around Kyivan Rus. His children had beneficial marriages. In particular, Princess Anna was married with King of France Henrik I. During 1930s, all churches were destroyed and priests were killed because there was no religion in communistic system. But St. Sofia Cathedral was not destroyed. Because at the time, French writer came to Moscow to meet with Stalin, and he convinced him not to destroy this church because it was built by father of the Queen of France.
So by order of Stalin, the cathedral turned into the museum, and because of this, it was not destroyed.
So that's all for today. Please don't forget to like, follow and subscribe. I also have Patreon. Please feel free to support my videos, then I can continue making more. And buy better vocabulary and improve my English. Bye!